Good morning, QuantVue. So today's video, I want to walk you through the setup of how to use the Qbank indicator. This is based off of Banksy's system. So what we have on the screen here is the Qbank indicator and all of the underlying indicators that work with it. So the actual Qbank indicator is this status box in the top left, as well as the painted background that kind of shows you the entry class. It's more of a visual type deal to help you know when to enter your trades and when to stop looking for trades. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new workspace and we're going to build this workspace together. And then I'm going to save this workspace and upload it so everyone can download it and drop it in their workspace folder. And then all you have to do is open it. So um, what we need to do is we need to start a new workspace and then we need to add all of our indicators here. So the Qbank indicator, QCloud, QWave, and Moneyball. So let's start doing that now. I'm going to go to Control Center and then I'm going to go to Workspaces and I'm going to hit New. And we need to name this. So I'm going to name this Qbank indicator and I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to open up a brand new blank workspace. All that's open right now is the Control Center. So the next step would be to hit New and Chart, and it's going to ask me what instrument I want to trade. So I'm going to go to Futures and NQ because that is what the Banksy system is based off of. Next, we needed to set up our Renko box. TradingView works off of points, and NinjaTrader works off of ticks. So there are 4 ticks and a point for NQ. So if we are using the standard 5 box on TradingView, we need to multiply that by 4. And for ticks, we get 20. So we need a Renko 20 for NinjaTrader. And then I also like to change the outlines to transparent just because I like the way that it looks is not as distracting as that whitish background. So I'm going to hit OK. It's going to pop up a chart. I'm going to maximize it for us. The next thing that I do is I turn on Chart Trader. And so it's just this button here and then click Chart Trader. It's going to open up our side panel and it's going to allow us to buy market and sell market and close, show us our profit and loss, as well as what account we want, order quantity, and then our ATM strategy, which we'll get into here in a little bit. I'll show you how to set that up. So the next step for this is we need to add all of our indicators to the chart. So I'm going to hit the indicator button at the top. And then the first one we're going to add is the Qbank indicator. I'm going to double click on it. It's going to bring it down to the configured area. And then it's going to show us all of the parameter settings inside of the indicator. Now these need to line up with our underlying indicators, which are not going to add. So I'm going to hit apply and it's just going to be a background, painted background, and a status box. So we need to add these other indicators. So Moneyball, let's add that one. And if we look, we can see that the Moneyball settings are defaults. So we don't need to set anything here. We can hit apply and it's going to add Moneyball down to the bottom of our chart. So let's go back to the Qbank indicator. And then the next one we see here is the QCloud. So we're going to go down to QCloud, double click on it. But for this one, the default QCloud is a little bit different. So I'm going to move these numbers over. So we're going to start with 39, 49, and then 69, and I think I'm wrong here. Oh, 15, 40, 50, 60, 79, and then the last one is 129. Then I'm going to hit OK or apply again, and now we have our QCloud in there. So the last one on our Qbank indicator is the QWave. So we're going to add QWave, And then the only one to change on this is our TMA period, and we're going to change it to 33 from 55. So now we have all of our indicators in here. I'm going to hit OK, and we're going to be left with our Banksy system trading chart. So we kind of get a little overlap on top of our status box here. So the thing to do would be to left click on the indicator that's over it and then right click and send to back. And you just kind of do that with all of the indicators. And then I also do it to the data system as well, or the data series. So I'm going to send that back to the back as well. All right, so here is our Banksy system. We can see just straight offhand that we have the red is a C class entry, the yellow is a B class, and then the green is your A plus entry class. So that's where you would want to take your trades. There is quite a bit of chop throughout the day, so sometimes you kind of get some weird entries which would immediately get stopped out. So you kind of have to be selective on the times of days that you want to trade. And you got to kind of keep an eye on if it's really choppy or if it's going to start trending a direction. So let's see. The next thing that we want to set up is an ATM strategy. So I already have an ATM strategy for a 5 box. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new one just so we can see. So to create an ATM strategy in NinjaTrader, I'm going to hit custom, and it's going to pop up with our custom strategy parameter pop out. So I always trade 2 in Q because you want one with a take profit of 1 box, and then you want a second contract to be your runner so you can capitalize on long trends. So bumping it to 2 kind of puts 2 as default in your target 1 box, but we don't want that. We want to split these contracts so you have one that takes off, and then you have another one that follows your trailing stop loss. So I'm going to add in a second target, and then I need to make this the quantity equal to 2. So I'm going to pop this down to 1. Our stop loss for both is going to be 40 ticks because we want 2 boxes and we're at a ring code 20. So it's 20 times 2. And then for target 1, we want it to sell or close at 1 box. So that would be 20 ticks. So our first contract here is taken care of. It's all the way done. So target 2, we want to set up our trailing stop loss, in which case we have to open up the stop strategy, and we're going to click on custom here as well. We don't want an auto break even because we want this to trail. So if you, with the Banksy system, if you have your first contract hit your take profit, and then it immediately goes back down to your stop loss on your second contract, there will be a break even. That will be your break even by itself. So we don't want the auto break even to move it up higher because then you'll get stopped out more than you should. We want that opposite or opposing bar to close before it actually stops out. So I'm going to go to auto trail 1 step because this contract is only going to follow 1 step of an auto trail. We don't need it to start doing weird things by going to 2 or 3 steps. So our stop loss again is going to be 80, or I'm sorry, 40. We want 40 ticks, 20 times 2. Our profit target, we are going to put at 0. And then I'm sorry, that one should be 20, right? And then our frequency, we're going to put at 20, so it steps every bar. So stop loss of 2 bars, profit target, or profit trigger, which is when this trail is going to start, is at 1 bar. And then the frequency, every bar, it will step up another 20 ticks. So I'm going to hit OK here, and then I'm going to hit save as template, and then I'm going to name it Banksy NQ5BA just because I already have one. And then I'm going to save and hit OK, and that's what it's going to set it at. So Our system here is all set up for you. The next thing for me to do would be go to the control center, click on workspaces and hit save. That way it saves this and I can give you the workspace. So whenever you get the workspace, it's going to come in an XML file. So here's the XML file that I will upload um, to Google Drive. So whenever you download it, you want to put it into your Documents NinjaTrader 8 Workspaces folder. Whenever you do that, you want to restart NinjaTrader, and the next time that you open NinjaTrader, you'll be able to click on Workspaces and then click on your Qbank indicator workspace, which will pop up this box. Then you can set up your ATM strategy and then you can start trading. So if you are not a member of QuantVue, QuantVue is doing a 30-day money back guarantee where you sign up for a month as a member, you try it for up to 30 days, and if you don't like it, you can get your money back fully, no questions asked. So if you want to sign up, go to quantvue.io and get started today.